What's going on, guys? And today, man, we're gonna be talking about Pillar Chase 2 versus Forsaken. Now, before we start comparing gameplay, we first have to understand the type of genre that these two games fall under. Pillar Chase and Forsaken are both survivor versus monster style games, where usually one person is the monster and everyone else are survivors trying to last the entire round without getting cooked. Even though both games share the same genre, they both take a very different approach on gameplay. When playing Pillar Chase, it becomes very obvious that this game is focused more toward monster domination, and when playing as a survivor, you often get the feeling that you can't fight back. Most of the time, you're just looping the monster while hoping they choose someone else to target that's less annoying. Because of this factor, playing Survivor and Pillar Chase can feel like the most insane levels of brain rot, normally causing very fast burnout. Now you may be thinking, well, if Survivor is so boring, that must mean playing as monster is loads of fun, right? Right? Well, let's just say that's mostly right. Playing Monster and Pillar Chase is a fun experience most of the time. You get these nicely modeled, realistic monsters that you can rampage with, and 90% of the time, no one can actually stop you, which is why Pillar Chase is most known for its monster gameplay, unlike its survivor gameplay. On a more positive note, Blade, the creator of Pillar Chase, is actively trying to rework survivor gameplay to make it more interactive, with things like flashbangs. Well, you can have up to 2 clones now? I still can't see. I can't see! Doomfist gauntlets. An interactive task where you aren't just holding a key to complete it. The creators of Forsaken decided to go for a more balanced route, whereas Survivor you have a ton of fun using different abilities and passives to defend yourself from the killer. You have stuns, heals, and even whole turrets to keep the killer away from you. Because of these things, it makes for a very immersive gameplay for survivors and killers. So I thought. Playing as killer can get extremely annoying, especially if you're in a lobby full of Shadaloos, Chance, or Elliots. I've never seen such teamwork until I played Forsaken. These people will stun you for days, heal each other, and even take hits for each other and body block the killer. It's insane. That being said, that is where the fun part of skill comes in. When you outplay people, bait their stuns, and get satisfying kills against the most annoying type of players. Regardless though, Forsaken has lots of replayability because even though you play Survivor most of the time just like Pillar Chase, it's not a mind-numbing experience because of the different selection of characters. Unfortunately, Forsaken is lacking in the amount of monsters you can play. As I'm recording this video, there is only 4 different monsters to choose from, but even still, playing Monster in Forsaken is normally a fun time. One thing I will say about Forsaken, as far as I know, there's literally only one task you can do, which is this little puzzle. Honestly, the puzzle is pretty satisfying to complete, but this can get repetitive fast. The setup generators task is a shared number between survivors, so once you're done with them, you kind of just sit around and wait for the killer to show up. Both games really do have their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to gameplay. If I were to give them a rating, I would say Pillar Chase is like a 7 out of 10. And Forsaken is maybe like an 8.5 out of 10. I honestly think both games have really amazing skins and soundtracks, but if I had to pick one over the other, this is not biased, Pillar Chase most definitely has the edge when it comes to cosmetics and music. So yeah, both Pillarchase and Forsaken get a 10 out of 10 on music. As for cosmetics, I'm still going Pillarchase because of their extremely detailed models. Unlike Forsaken, which just uses the basic Roblox rigs for the killers that they have currently. I know they plan to release Sonic.exe soon, which isn't just a basic rig, but as for the 4 killers they have now, come on, like, let's be serious, bro. Comparing that to Pillarchase, it's an extreme night and day difference. I mean, I feel like a 5-year-old could remake Jason with $5 of Robux. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not hating. Now, I won't sit here and go through every single cosmetic, but I will show some of each to give you a good example of the differences in the quality of the skins from both games. Forsaken has really good skins, and I'm definitely going to buy a lot of them, but Pillarchase is winning by a long shot simply because of their monster designs. I think it goes without saying that Pillarchase has better maps aesthetically. Balance wise, I'd say Forsaken is definitely winning, but in terms of quality and overall view, Pillarchase takes that one for sure. Forsaken has very dry and almost lifeless maps from what I can tell, but like I said, the map design to fit all parties is why Forsaken wins the balance part. If you haven't played Pillarchase 2, lots of maps have annoying corner camping and looping areas to abuse. Pillarchase 2 has a very wonky type of balancing. As you all know, PCX has been reworked hundreds of times by now, not literally, but he's been reworked more than any other monster. On top of that, characters seem to be balanced based on community feelings rather than actually being changed on what they need to be changed on, such as Fuadi. Fuadi has been overpowered for months, and yet he has not received actual nerfs because everybody loves Fuadi and everybody swears Fuadi is so easy to survive against, which honestly confuses me because I've never lost a match as Fuadi. Like, never. I gotta pay my respects to Blade because balancing is starting to move in the right direction. Weaker monsters are getting attention, stronger monsters are starting to get touched a little bit. Fuadi did get the smallest, the tiniest, most insignificant nerf. So Blade does notice Fuadi is overpowered, but he just needs to hit a little hard on that little blue demon. Blue? Purple demon. My bad. Honestly, I'm still a bit newer to Forsaken, so I'm not going to speak on the balance too much, but from what I can tell, Jason is very strong. Cool Kid seems very weak. John Doe seems weak. And 1X seems mid strong. That's what I think. I could be completely wrong, and all you Forsaken pros tell me if I am. But I don't want to sit here and act like I know everything about Forsaken balancing when I don't. So let me know if that's true or not in the comments. But as far as I can tell, survivors did catch a bunch of nerfs and changes in their recent update, in which I hope is a good thing, but at the same time, even still, if you have a team full of very good survivors, you are not winning as any killer, and that's just that. Even with that being said, I don't think any character, monster or survivor in Forsaken is like so weak that they're unusable. Like, oh, if you use this monster or this survivor, you're not living, you're not winning, etc, etc. And before you guys start saying, oh, this guy is so bad, he probably doesn't play the game, he probably loses every game, here are my stats, which they aren't amazing. Obviously, I'm 7-1 on Jason, and that one loss is from the second time I played with him, where I didn't know how any of his abilities worked. I was literally just freestyling. After that, it was win after win after win. So, and I know a lot of people are gonna go in the comments and be like, oh, this dude don't even play Forsaken for real, how you gonna make a video with the Dodo and with the John Doe? But it's like, bro, that's why I tried to stay mostly unbiased in this video. You know, I'm not really trying to go too hard on either games. Both the games are good. Both games are amazing. I think everybody should play both games. Now it's time for the big question of which game is better. And my answer is neither. I don't know what y'all expected. Like, oh man, bro, listen. If you like Pillarchase, play it. If you like Forsaken, play it. Both games are good. Both games are amazing. Both games have their strengths. Both games have their weaknesses. Just play whichever one you prefer. But if I'm being honest, the reason Forsaken is doubling, almost tripling Pillarchase's player count right now is because of the replayability. Forsaken, you can play it all day and really not get bored because you can switch characters. As with Pillarchase, you just play survivor, play survivor, play survivor for like an hour, play monster, and hope you don't get corner camped or looped or get a bad map or double trouble. Like there's too much to it. That is gonna be it for this video, you guys. Let me know what you think. Join my Discord, link in description. Comment down below if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right, if you agree, disagree, what game you think is better, what game do you play, what game do you enjoy. Did you quit Forsaken for Pillarchase? Did you quit Pillarchase for Forsaken? What do you think the devs could do better? Just literally type anything down there. Like, comment, subscribe. Did I already say join the Discord? I think I did. Join it. Y'all can leave now, by the way. If you're here from Forsaken, welcome. Yes, I'm a Pillarchase YouTuber. No bias. No bias. But yeah, that's it. Y'all can leave. I ain't got nothing else to say. Leave. Go. Click off the video and go do something else. Go play some Forsaken or go, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. MX is the GOAT. We out. Stay blessed.